I think probably the best example that I've seen of an organisation in Australia that's really taken an edge type approach and scaled it is Telstra with their Crowdsupport application. So historically, what most large organisations had with these massive retail customer bases would be to have a range of customer service solutions that tended to be phone-based or potentially email-based. But one of the problems with that is that the exotic nature of a lot of the questions and the breadth of products that companies like telcos provide, oftentimes the questions or the problems that people run into can't actually be fully scripted in a call centre, or the people who are trying to answer the question may not necessarily understand the context. What Telstra did through Telstra Digital was actually say, what if we actually got our customers to support each other? Because oftentimes it would be our customers who perhaps know more about the products that we've got in terms of different environments that they're set up in, and perhaps customers could help each other better. So what Telstra did was launch a platform called Telstra Crowdsupport. When we actually think about the edges that were applied there, the platform is cloud-based, so it meant that they could rapidly execute and get the thing out into the market. They didn't spend time trying to integrate it to a whole raft of other systems. They put it out there to see, would this edge scale? It's also got some social features. The very nature of it is customer support customer, so it does have strong social features, but things like being able to log in with Facebook means that individuals, rather than filling in detailed registration forms, can just jump on with Facebook and have a profile set up instantly and then start either asking or answering questions. It's gamified. So, and what we mean by that is that as questions become asked, if you ask a question, you get next to your name a little tag saying new. But the more questions you answer, you actually start to go up levels. So somebody like myself who provides customer support for Telstra's customers, having got some great support through it myself, I'm now a senior member of the community, and I'm encouraged to continue to provide support. Another feature of the platform is what I call the personal dashboard. So every time I've answered a question, it actually shows me, if I look at my profile, how many people have viewed the answers to the questions that I've posted. And right now, that number is running at about 45,000 views of the posts that I've made. And when I look at that, I find that extraordinary. And for somebody who has no real vested interest in providing that support to Telstra customers, I think it's the fact that I know that I've got help through that system, and that I can also help others. So, and I love to see the extraordinary growth in that personal dashboard. The other thing I've also noticed is that a number of the most active people on the forum are Telstra employees. And there's one in particular, a guy who calls himself Drat, who makes it very clear, hey, I'm a Telstra employee, I don't work in customer service, but what you've got is a passionate employee who really wants to help Telstra customers, and even though that's not necessarily his job, he jumps on there regularly and answers questions of Telstra customers, and we're actually seeing that a lot of employees in Telstra are becoming very active participants in the community. So it's tapping into that passion, and sometimes these people do have extremely deep knowledge of the product in their own right, or know how to find it within the organisation, and are sharing that back with customers, even though that's not their day job. The platform, in terms of the numbers that Telstra has released, has been an extraordinary success. They're getting about 60,000 queries a week that are resolved, and really the way that they do it, they do have system operators who are, I suppose, what you call curate the community, but really it's peer-to-peer, customer support customer, and it's really, really scaled. The other interesting thing about getting the uptake is that if you do go to the Telstra.com website, you'll see that in the top right-hand corner, it says, hey, have you got a question? And it actually leads you straight into the Crowdsupport facility. So it hasn't been put off as an island, it's actually gone into the mainstream. And when you look at the overall model of how Telstra's customer support is working, they've got the online platform or through their web, they've got Crowdsupport, they've been really good at using things like Facebook with live chat and the ability to get customer support through social media, the Telstra 24/7 iPad app and iPhone app that actually just aggregates all your services, so you can see through an app what services you've got. You don't have to line them all up. It just says, hey, you're Peter Williams and this is your address. Yes, these are the services you've got, your usage, if you've got prepaid stuff, recharges, have your bill been paid. So I think it's just a really great example of taking a view of, historically, we provide customer support by provisioning customer service agents, to, hey, what about if we went and leveraged the crowd? And again, so the sort of notion of crowd, cloud, mobile, social and gaming, provided in the context of customer support, has just been an extraordinary success.